Hello, hello. This is Frederick Wakuleka, Issues of the Day. Today, we are going to discuss digital fortresses securing Africa's financial future. With, without any more delays, let us embark on a journey. And before we embark on that journey, I would like to request you to fasten your seat belts. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Pleased to see you again. Today, cybersecurity challenges in African central banks. I was on this topic a week before, and I said I would be back. And I'm trying to put some pieces together of a jigsaw puzzle concerning an issue that arose with the central bank in Uganda, where $15 million went amiss, which was meant to be payment going to the USAID, United States Agency for International Development loan, interest payment, and then there was African Development Bank payment as well. The payments went amiss, and as you know, everyone is looking in different drawers, uh, and then investigations ensue, and everyone else's point of view. If it was an it was it was it apparently it was a high level, it was an inside job involving people from the Ministry of Finance, the central bank, and foreign entities, using a check hacking application, which was used to wire this money out. So without further ado, I think the issues mean also, not only a high level connivance and state capture by criminal elements, but also you have to look at the governance structure of African central banks, especially Uganda's case. This also leads credence when you have things like this happening, because the governance structure is got a lot of loopholes, as we are going to see. Thank you. Introduction to cybersecurity challenges. Understanding the cybersecurity landscape reveals significant threats that challenge the integrity of financial systems, particularly in African central banks. Definition of cybersecurity threats. We have cybersecurity threats. Yes, a threat to me or you is something that will going to endanger or put 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 our myself or you in danger. So uh, when you talk in terms of cybersecurity, risks these encompass risks that would jeopardize digital information and systems. For African central banks, these threats primarily include challenges to integrity, availability, and confidentiality, as highlighted in the figure report by one of them. There was a body that did some research and found out that African central banks, the primary threats they have is integrity, the challenges to integrity, availability, and confidentiality. So the importance of cybersecurity for central banks. Central banks play a pivotal role in national financial stability. Thus, Robust cybersecurity measures are essential to protect sensitive data, maintain public trust, and ensure uninterrupted service delivery amidst evolving cyber threats. Overview of FIGI's findings. The Financial Inclusion Global Initiative's latest report, that is FIGI, Financial Inclusion Global Initiative's latest report identifies critical cybersecurity challenges for African central banks. Among the major threats are vulnerabilities affecting data integrity, system availability, and the confidentiality of sensitive information, posing risks to overall financial stability. Factors attracting cyber attackers. African central banks face numerous vulnerabilities that draw cyber attackers, stemming from insufficient awareness and infrastructure deficiencies. Lack of cybersecurity awareness. In Africa, many organizations operate without basic cybersecurity training for employees. Cyber essentials. Many people are in employment in vital and sensitive areas whereby they do not even have the basic cyber essential course with the employees. This lack of awareness leads to common mistakes like weak password usage and phishing attack susceptibility. Inadequate capacity to handle cybercrime. Many African nations lack the technical skills and resources necessary to tackle cyber threats effectively. This shortfall in expertise hampers incident response and the implementation of effective cybersecurity measures. Outdated equipment and software. A significant portion of African organizations rely on outdated technology, making them vulnerable to cyber threats. The prevalence of pirated software exacerbates the risk as these lack necessary security updates. Budgetary constraints. Budget limitations severely hinder cybersecurity investments among African organizations. Without dedicated funds, many cannot afford proper security measures, leaving them exposed to attacks. Cybercrime as a job alternative. The high unemployment rates in many African countries have driven some youth to view cybercrime as a viable job alternative. High profile cases like that of Hash Puppy glamorize this illegal activity, making it attractive to the younger population. Hash Puppy is a famous Nigerian fraudster who came out of uh, this milieu of unemployed youth in Nigeria, and he rose to become a major player in the cyber crime circles, especially with regard to crypto scams. Recommendations for strengthening cybersecurity. Enhancing cybersecurity within African central banks is crucial, involving measures like effective supervision, information sharing, law enforcement, integration, and optimized business processes. Role of supervising authorities. Supervising authorities play a pivotal role in fostering a culture of cybersecurity within the financial sector, implementing policies that promote a security mindset and conducting routine cybersecurity audits can enhance resilience against threats. That is, if the supervisors are doing what they are supposed to do, so that is foster a culture of cybersecurity within the financial sector. These are the recommendations, but it is another thing if they are doing that. You see, there are countries that have very good laws that they enact, but the implementation is the problem. They only exist on paper, but when you go to check if they are being implemented, you find there is no evidence of them being implemented. Collaboration among financial institutions through information sharing is imperative for threat mitigation. Yes, there was collaboration between, in the case of the Ugandan bank hack, the Interpol played a role in trying to find a trace where this money went and how it could be retrieved if possible. The UK, the collaboration with the UK, the money was recovered. Establishing a centralized cybercrime database accessible to various stakeholders can facilitate timely responses to emerging threats. We're talking about centralized cybercrime database. There is the African, in Senegal, there is a body responsible for cybersecurity in Africa. I'll get the name out. I'm going to do a video on that sometime. Then we have Interpol, which is global, and every African country has a membership in Interpol. Law enforcement integration. The lack of skills in local law enforcement hampers effective investigation of cyber crimes. Integration of cybersecurity into business processes necessitates collaboration with law enforcement to enhance investigative capabilities. The investigative bodies in the police, and many of them are not up to date with the cyber related crimes or cyber security. Business process recommendations. Optimizing business processes is essential to enhancing cybersecurity. A strategic approach should align cybersecurity protocols with existing workflows, thereby minimizing vulnerabilities and streamlining operations for safety. Organizational structure and cybersecurity integration. Mark this. This is very important. You see, the hierarchy, the organizational hierarchy of these institutions matter a lot. The effectiveness of cybersecurity in central banks hinges on their organizational structure, particularly in mobile money operations, making it crucial to analyze and address vulnerabilities strategically. African most of the banking is on mobile money platforms. We have M-Pesa in Kenya. MTN is the largest multinational in most African countries, and they are using mobile money in all these countries through these companies like MTN. So there's need to there's need to address these vulnerabilities when it comes to mobile money and their mobile money handsets. Business process engineering in mobile money. The mobile money subsector faces inefficiencies with complex processes. For instance, the MTN mobile money system features 8 business processes, although only 3 are functional, highlighting a need for streamlined engineering to enhance security. Organizational structure challenges. Many central banks suffer from organizational structure issues that violate management principles. That is the case. I think this is the main problem with the Uganda case. It's a major factor that contributes to this loop. Money, making it easier for issues like what happened with regard to the money, $15 million that went missing, because there's the organizational structural issues of the Bank of Uganda have violate management principles. For example, the Bank of Uganda has personal assistants. A personal assistant who is ranking higher than executive directors. Where is this possible? You have a personal assistant ranking higher than an executive directors. So this undermines the professional hierarchy. People get disgruntled, and you know, when people are disgruntled, things uh, don't work out well for the organization when it comes to business performance and effectiveness. For instance, you can't have a personal assistant having more sway than an executive director. That is a red herring, which means that the personal assistant is going to be working for whoever their whoever his assumed boss or godfather is, the one who is really responsible for, not for the interests of the bank. What comparison of central bank organograms, the hierarchy and the way central bank is organized organizationally is referred to as an organogram. Organizational structures vary significantly among central banks. The National Bank of Rwanda stands out with a clear, effective organogram that outlines its mandate. So, the organizational hierarchy of the Bank of Rwanda is a good one for a case study. It stands out with a clear, effective organogram that outlines its mandate, unlike nations like Uganda and Nigeria that include unrelated functions in their organizational structures. Principles of management. Proper management principles dictate that functions in an organogram should align with hierarchical seniority. Violations of these principles can lead to confusions in roles and responsibilities, affecting overall effectiveness in cybersecurity. You see? So, in the case of Uganda, where you have personal assistants of some people being superior to executive directors. So that is a violation of a proper management principle. So the, in an organogram, organization hierarchy setup, this is a violation. An organogram states that functions should align with the hierarchical seniority. When you do not have a, respect for the hierarchical seniority in a central bank vis-a-vis the organogram principles, then you will have a violation and confusion, which leads to confusion in roles like the executive directors and the personal assistants overriding them. So, conclusion and future steps. Integrating cybersecurity into organizational strategies not only enhances protection but also positions companies competitively in the financial sector. Integrating cybersecurity into business processes offers advantages such as reduced customer complaints, cost savings from preventing cyber attacks, and enhanced brand reputation. By prioritizing security, organizations can build customer trust and drive financial success. Central banks should actively lobby for government funding to enhance cybersecurity awareness and infrastructure, establishing national cybercrime databases, and encouraging financial institutions to invest in security can effectively reclaim leadership roles in safeguarding financial systems. Importance of mobile and email security. As the workforce becomes increasingly mobile, securing mobile devices and email communications is essential to protect organizational data. Implementing policies for device security and email encryption can mitigate risks presented by outdated personal devices and phishing attacks. Approachable solutions for companies. Affordable cybersecurity solutions are now available with bundles starting as low as $10 per person per month. Companies can implement these solutions without breaking the bank, ensuring that even small and medium enterprises can protect sensitive data effectively. Overall effectiveness of cybersecurity investments. Investing in cybersecurity not only prevents potential breaches but yields long-term financial benefits. Organizations that prioritize security experience fewer incidents and lower recovery costs, enhancing operational efficiency and market positioning. Thank you for being with me on this issue of issues of the day. So, in a nutshell, the Central Bank of Uganda, you can see why some of these they're experiencing some of these problems. This is one of the major reasons when you have the cooks supervising the chefs, then you have a mess. How can an executive assistant override executive director, the personal assistant? So the effective hierarchical rules are in an organogram mystic setting for central banks has been violated. When it is violated, you're bound to get accidents happening with the with the with the um, foreign funds. Thank you for listening. I'll be back with more. I hope you have enjoyed this uh, this video.